Hi there, Lloyd Machedo, speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 13th July 2018. Time right now is 6:44 in the evening. I wanted to give you my thoughts about the transgender movement, the MeToo movement, and the N-word, which seems to be trending online. Okay, now this is not me hating any community. This is not me, trying to be racist or discriminatory. This is me giving you my views. So in case you're very sensitive, please don't watch this video. I'm giving you the disclaimer. Again, if you're sensitive, please don't watch this video. I request you, don't watch this video. End it now. Okay? So having said that, now I'll give you my thoughts. Now, lately, there is this small, really small minority, very small minority of people who tend to have, an identity kind of crisis. Like it's a boy who is biologically a boy, but then suddenly feels, no, I feel more like a girl. Okay, fine. And then you have these girls who feel, no, I feel more like a boy. Okay? My understanding is maybe because of their DNA or genetic makeup, they feel like a boy or they feel like a girl. So a girl feels like a boy and a boy feels like a girl. So as they grow up, and I see this, it's very common here in Thailand. You'll see a girl dress up like a boy having another girl, and she doesn't, even though she has breasts and she doesn't have a penis, but she talks and acts like a boy. And then you get these boys who like to grow their hair and walk like a girl. Some of them have surgery, even though they have a penis. Okay. So, fine. I have no problems. Absolutely no problems. You're a boy, you dress up like a girl, and you have a man who chooses to be a girl and has a guy as a lover. No problem. I have no issues with that. And a girl who wants to be a boy and be called like, be treated like a man. But where I kind of have a problem, where I do have a problem is when you get this, this minority who comes to you and tells you, listen, you don't call me a he, you call me a she. Or you don't call me a she, you call me a Z. Okay? Because these are pronouns. Or you don't call me a Z, you call me them. You know, right now in the United States, there are more than 31, I'm not exaggerating, there are 31 pronouns for someone whose gender is, they decide. Like, you can be a guy, but you can tell them, you call me she. Like, I'm a guy, but you have to call me like a girl. And a girl can tell you, no, you call me a guy. And this is just a very small aspect of the problem. This is very small. Where it becomes a real issue is when a transgender, let's say, for example, a guy who thinks is a girl, approaches me sexually. Approaches me, and if I say no, I can be maybe viewed as being sexist, or I can be taken to court because you're being sexist towards me. Or let's say, for example, there's a position for a woman, and I refuse this guy who considers himself to be a girl, and I refuse this transgender the position for the vacancy of a girl because I'm being sexist over there. In fact, this problem is now being multiplied many times more when in these colleges in the United States you have these track and field events which are track and field, running, running long jump and all these other events which are there. So it's for girls, but this guy who believes he's a girl and dresses like a girl, looks like a girl and acts like a girl, will compete with girls in a race which is meant for girls, and he beats them by a long shot because he has testosterone. He has natural testosterone in his body. He has more muscles. His bone structure is big. He is more powerful. So there's a massive gap between the first place winner and the second place winner. And the first place winner being a guy who believes he's a girl. He's a transgender. But these girls, they lose. So what do you do there? So isn't that a problem? It's like even in MMA, there was this fighter named, I think, Mickey Fallon, or let me give you the name, MMA fighter, transgender. Okay. Fallon Fox. Fallon Fox was a girl. Fallon Fox was a girl who chose to be Fallon Fox was a guy who chose to be a girl and who got into MMA, that is mixed martial arts fighting, and ended up beating the living daylights out of these other girls. So this guy who chose to be a girl, get surgery, get breasts, get everything else, and decided to fight in girls' competition. So he would call himself a girl, a transgender, and beat these girls in fights. And he would win. Obviously he would win because he's bigger. He's bigger, he's stronger, his bone structure is thicker. But he claims that he's a girl. So what do you do there? Tell me, what is the bloody logic there? How does it make bloody sense? Does it even make sense? I have no issues if you dress up, if you're a guy and dress up like a girl and act like a girl, fine, go ahead. But then when you start imposing your rules, oh, you should not call me with a he, you should call me with a she, or you should not call me with a pronoun or this noun, or I can sue you for being sexist, you rejected me, or this is a girls' competition, I'm a girl even though I was born as a guy, or this is a girls' toilet but I feel I'm a girl, I can go to the girls' toilet with all the other girls. This is where it becomes a problem. If you have a penis dangling and you're going to a girl's toilet and you have the surgically repaired breasts, fake ones, what do you want? Everyone to look at you and say, nah, she's a girl. Come on, man. Where is the bloody common sense here? Now, this is my problem with the transgender community, okay? The problem that I have with this MeToo movement, this is another big cock and bull story. So the MeToo movement was fine, it was legit, it did have sense if men take advantage of women. Okay, fine. But then it started spiraling out of control. How any guy, if he woos a girl or, approaches a girl, this girl can sue him or take him to court or shame him because he was approaching her, and she can say he was being a sexual pervert. Or, that Ansari Aziz, who was a comedian. This girl and this comedian, they were getting along pretty well. She decided to go to his place, his apartment, and they decided to have sex. She's sitting on the kitchen table. He pulls down her panties and goes down on her, and he's giving her oral sex. Okay, his mouth, his tongue is on her vagina, and she's enjoying it. All of a sudden, as he's performing oral sex, she suddenly realizes she's not comfortable. She doesn't enjoy it anymore. And she tells him, no, I'm not comfortable. He obviously, because he's done, come on, let's enjoy it. She says, no. And then she goes away. He's respectful, fine. The incident is done. However, after 2-3 months, she goes on this MeToo bandwagon and says that he violated her. He tried to destroy her. He tried to rape her, whatever. And she puts hashtag MeToo movement. We need to stand up against these guys who are, taking advantage. What bullshit is this, man? What fucking nonsense is this? In fact, let me give you my own example. Female who approached me during my Playboy days when I was a coach. She showed interest, she was showing her cleavage and all that. And even though I was coaching or whatever, she kept showing me her cleavage. We got a little close, we got frisky. Next thing I know, she went down on me. She gave me a blowjob. We ended up having sex. We had sex many times over. Okay, after that. Finally, she said she wants to be my client. She came, she made me purchase lots of things. I was not using my head. I purchased the things and she was supposed to pay me around $5,000. She was supposed to pay me $5,000 at the end of the month. She said she'll give me. I said, fine. So, end of the month, when I asked her the money, she said she's going to pay me. Yeah, sorry. So she came to the house and she's supposed to pay me now. She's supposed to pay me at this moment. And that is when she took all the stuff. And she said, I'm going to my car and I'll bring the money up. I said, okay, fine. She took everything, went down, and I'm waiting there for the money. And she vanished. I kept sending messages after messages after messages. I don't know where I don't know what happened. Later on, when I tracked her down and I asked her, what the hell is happening? Why are you ignoring me? You tried to rape me. I was like, what? She said, you tried to rape me and I'm going to make a police case. Now, because I had the right contacts and connections and everyone else, she couldn't take me to court or she couldn't take me to jail because she knew she was going to get in trouble. And I didn't pursue the matter because it was not fucking worth it. She could cry and make all that stories. And then I found out that she's playing this game with so many other men. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is, how do you justify this? Okay, let's understand this. There are crimes being committed against women. I totally understand that. There are a lot of indecent men out there who definitely should be named and shamed. I totally agree. But all women are not innocent. Please, women are not innocent. They are not like babies. They're not like poor thing. There are a lot of women out there who are rotten to the core, whose character is so bad. One of my close friends, his ex-wife is so mentally retarded, has such a personality problem, psychological, that she used to break things in his house, literally break things in his house, destroy things. Because she had a temper issue, she used to physically claw and, harm him. She used to go to his workplace and shout and scream and make a big noise until they used to call the police. She sued him for millions. Even though he's a nice guy, she threatened to take his son away from him. She even made, false claims, 11 false claims with 11 court cases against him. And he's the most gentle, loving soul that I personally know. And why? Because he refused to give her millions. Now, what do you say? You say, oh, Lord, yeah, there are people like this. There are lots of people like this. There are not few. There are lots of people like this. I get women online who show me their breasts, who show me their, keep acting nice and all that. And then they behave decent outside. I know this Muslim lady, okay? If you see her Facebook, she will show you that she is going to pray in Mecca, Medina and all that holy stuff. But I know what she does. I know what she does because she opens up to me. I know a Christian lady who is very fucking holy, married, and she's supposed to be this ideal mom. She loves, getting naked on cam, masturbating, and she's promiscuous. But outside she shows she's very holy. She's a nice woman. What do you do with such people? And it's not one or two cases. There are so many. The problem is, today anyone can shout, Me Too movement. Oh, women's liberation. And then you get women who, there are some of them who sit there, and they show their periods and they say, oh, be proud of it. What is wrong with you? What do you want us men to start shitting and show you shit and, be proud of this? This is natural. What is natural? Okay, fine, you get your period, I understand. But shitting is also natural. I don't go around showing you my shit in my hand or putting it somewhere and say, be proud about it. Come on, man. There are some things which are disgusting, which shouldn't be, be like made such a big wow about it. You need to use common sense. This Me Too movement, it's gone out of hand and it's become a mess. There are people who are uneducated, who don't have common sense, but are being given apparently empowered, and they're doing nothing but harming society and destroying society. So I think this Me Too movement is nothing but an absolute headache. And if anybody, any female who believes in this Me Too movement, please keep them far, far, far away from you, because it's better that they are not there. In fact, it seems FIFA World Cup, if you keep looking at, broadcasters were told, if you zoom in into women, that's very sexist. So what do you want them to zoom in into men? Okay, why don't we zoom into men? Then maybe the transgender community will say, what about us? How about you zooming on to us? Then you'll have, oh, I'm black. What about me? Oh, I'm white. I'm Hispanic. I'm Asian. Where does it end? Where does it end? How can we keep everyone happy? Then what? We will have a society where any word you say can destroy your career. And then coming to the word, um, if you see the media, especially United States, it's so funny. It's so funny. You go to a stand-up comedy, you'll get an Afro-American gentleman, like you can get Eddie Murphy, you can get anyone who is a black comedian. He would say, hey, nigger. And everyone will laugh, ha, 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 ha. They'll laugh and everyone's happy. And, okay, it's a comedy show and a black man can call a black man nigger. Okay? However, if a white man or a non-black man uses the word nigger, it's considered to be, you are racist. In fact, if you check the news channels, they don't even say the word. They say it's the N word, N. And then you also have a college professor. This was actually a story where a college professor said some people find the word nigger offensive. He just said it as a natural statement, just as a statement. But because he said, you know, some people find the word nigger offensive, because he said the word, he just said the word, he lost his job. He was terminated because he used the word. And then this news channel says, he used the N word. The problem is, all these media outlets now, they are saying, we shouldn't use the N word. You know, sometimes I think, very soon we are going to have a society where, you know, the F word and the N word and the C word and the A word should not be used because the B word is bad and the C word is not good and the X word is. So what are we going to start doing? We are going to have each community, each race, each sex having one particular word which they find offensive. So they're going to give you a list of 237 words which maybe 18 different communities find offensive, and we have to use. Oh, so he called the N word, and later on he followed up with the B word, and the F word was also said with the T word in between. So he shouldn't be using these words, including the X, A, C, F, B, T, X, and G. What is wrong with you people? Seriously, what is wrong? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? There are hundreds of people who call me names. Hey, you fucking Indian, you piece of shit Indian. There are so many bad words that they give me. I don't go on. I felt offended. How could he use the I word and the O word and the S word? There will always be people who will use words or sentences which will be offensive. There will be. But that doesn't go around meaning, oh, we need to ban that word. Then why did we have the word in the first place? Some people find the word, oh, Lord, you use the F word. Oh, I remember we used to say this when we were small children. Don't say, you know, God promise. Don't say God promise. Mummy, he called me monkey. This is what, you know, I used to do when I was a small boy. Today, anyone can call me monkey, fuckface, shithead, Indian, whatever. I don't care. But when we start being, ladies and gentlemen, this is CNN reporting, and today we have Professor Tim Hartford, who used the N word. Guys, the problem with these Western countries, is they have given these rights to these human beings, these individuals, and they're just taking advantage of it. Just taking advantage. So today, the N word is offensive. Tomorrow, the B word will be offensive. Then the X word will be offensive. G. Finally, you'll have all the letters of the alphabet. All the letters of the alphabet with different categories where anything you say can be offensive. You know, when I hear such things, I seriously prefer keeping away. Seriously prefer keeping away from these people. far away from such human beings, and that gives me peace of mind. So I really find it very disturbing, very disturbing. It's like you go to a comedy show and you can call Oriental, you can call nigger, you can call all these things and people laugh because they know it's just fun again. But if someone says, you look Oriental, you look Indian, oh, you're being racist, I'm going to sue you, you're racist. What? There will always, almost everyone is racist some way or another. People have preferences. Some people don't like black women, some people don't like white men, some people don't like Asians. It's a preference. So what we start labeling, oh, you never dated black women, you're racist towards that. Oh, you being a woman, you never dated Asian guys, you're racist. Come on. Come on. And then you have these transgenders, oh, I was a guy, but now I'm a woman and you reject me even though you like women, you are being sexist. I got this. One of them actually told me this. So where does it end, guys? Where does it end? I just believe there should be some amount of common sense. Please, some amount of common sense. And as long as we head in this direction, I think we're just going to make a mess out of everything. So what is the solution? Let's go back to the days where things were simple, where we used common sense. And, you know, if you want to use the word empower ourselves, where we don't get offended. You can say whatever you like. I don't give a damn. Yes, racism is bad. Yes, you know, sexism is bad. Harming people is bad. But there should be a line somewhere. There should be a line. This is going way beyond. So guys, this is what I think. This is what I think. I like calling a spade, so this is me. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love to read your views, your thoughts. You like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, give it a thumbs down. But, you know, share with me your views. I'd love to hear them. So this is Lloyd from Machedo.com, who's Lloyd Mystery and Think Personal Branding, sharing with you his views. So, signing off. Okay, take care.